What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's having a good day so far, good week so far. Today, we're finally getting our cedar. And as you can see, it's not early morning. We are starting a bit later today. However, I think it's we don't really have anything else to do. We're kind of just waiting on this planter. I've told Jim not to bother coming in today. Take the day off because I've got nothing for him to do. We're literally just waiting on this cedar, and even when that comes, we can get that stuff done really. So he's having a day off, so it's just going to be us today. I think we might do a bit of yard work until the semi turns up, and then hopefully as soon as the semi turns up, we're good to go on seeding, and we can just get going. So guys, let's start this episode. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pass some time before this cedar turns up. And the only thing I can really think of is to try and get this old truck sold. Because this old truck, we just don't require it anymore. It's kind of just taking up space and money. There's a little bit more money we could have, which we could do something with. Because, and here's my main thinking, is that because we've got the new pickup, we don't actually need the old one. So I'm kind of tempted just to take the other one out now, because there's just no point us having it, and I don't think we're going to make a lot of money off it. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think, but I don't think we're going to make much. And as you guys can see, we did get rid of the old sign. I had over 800 mods in my mod folder, and literally when I looked at it, I was like, I need to sort this out. So I've actually went and got rid of around 400 mods that we either didn't use in a very long time or just wasn't as good quality. So hopefully it'll improve the graphics of the video, and it's not going to lag or anything like that. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed, that is the plan, and that's why I spent all evening doing it. So hopefully it works. So what we'll do, we're going to replace it with a new one, and then we should be all sorted. However, what we'll do is let's get the other one out of here. We'll probably park it in one of those shops down the side, or actually maybe in the repair shop, because we're not going to have to repair anything for a little while. Why not opening? Not going to open? There we go. Must have been looking at it funny. So we'll get this out. Let's get that into the maintenance shop. Get it ready to sell. Maybe we'll get some cool pictures. You know, maybe we can pop it up on the internet and get it sold off. And then I feel like we might need to start looking at animals, to be honest. So maybe depending on how much money we get from this, we could maybe look at some animal equipment. Maybe like a baler. We could start getting some grass bales and hay bales and stuff like that ready, maybe. I'm thinking. I don't know. Guys, pop in the comments what animal you guys would like to see most, because I think you'll be interested to see what you guys kind of think. I'm going to leave that one there. But yeah, let me know which animal, and we'll see which animal we think's best. So I'll shut that door as well. I doubt we're going to be in there for a little while now. So, spatting on one in there. If anything, I'm probably going to hook it up to this trailer now, since I kind of want them running in tandem, if I'm honest, because if we run into the shop, I kind of want this truck going, because it's just not taking up as much space. Like if we know we're only getting one bit of equipment, then I'll get it. But then with this, at least we can kind of carry smaller bits on the actual kind of bed of the truck. It's just a little more practical, I think. I don't know. You guys let me know. Right, let's get that hooked up. Oh, I don't know why I'm closing that yet. Right, let's move down here. I wonder how that does on slopes actually. It's not too low, is it? Nah, that's all good. Right, let's back this up. Oh, oh. We're gonna make it. There we go. Oh. Go back a little more, just so we can get through there. Right, that's us all sorted. Let's get that shut. So, I think let's get we'll try getting the tractor ready for the seeding. Maybe we'll get some seed on the back of here ready, possibly. Maybe that's an idea we can do. But I also want to start looking for a grain trailer for the back of that. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go and see what's happening with our cedar, get a better idea of the time it's coming, and maybe we'll talk to the guys down at the dealership and see if they've got any kind of gravity wagon that we can try and look for. So I know they had that one out the back, so maybe we can have a little look at it in a bit more detail, maybe have a chat with them and kind of see what we're getting at. But for now, let's get this ready and we'll see what we can get done. Alright, so that's us in the bay. I'm going to do a quick bit of oil servicing on it, just make sure that everything's looking all good, and then I'm hoping that we might get a call from John Deere. Either they'll turn up or we'll at least go down there. So we need to find out what's happening with the dual tyres, because the ones over here just are, I did have a look just in case these might be perfect, but as you can see there's nothing actually in it. It's literally just the tyres, there's no rims or anything like that. So they're pretty much useless to us at the minute, and they're probably the wrong size looking at it anyway. But we need to find out what's happening with our duals. So maybe when we go down to get the look at a gravity wagon, we can see what's happening with them. But so far the farm, I think we're looking pretty good. I do feel we need some form of animal, and I've been debating which animal to do. I was thinking maybe horses or sheep, because I can do it here next to the house in this little gap here, and it's not going to look too bad, because I was looking at it and I felt as long as we can fit it in the gap kind of between this point here to go in line with this edge of the field, and we can kind of bring it out along here to there, I feel like that's kind of our perfect scenario. I don't know, I feel like that's kind of the perfect way to do it, so then we can at least have the sheep or horse, whichever we do in here, and kind of just nice and easy. So maybe we could do like a sheep pen or a horse field. I think sheep might be better because it just doesn't require as much work to start off with, especially since we're going into seeding and harvesting. Maybe we'll have to buy some grass bales just to get going until we can afford a grass field, but I don't think that'll be that bad. Let me know what you guys think, but I think maybe next episode we'll look at getting some sheep, because I think that might be quite interesting. It just gives us a bit more to do as well, a little bit more money coming in over the year. So let me get this oil work done, and then hopefully we'll head down to John Deere. Alright, I think that's everything. I can't think much more. We've done an oil change, I've checked all the tyres are all good. All the sockets back here and all the electrical cords, they're good to go. Nothing wrong with the hitches. PTO looks fine. I can't see anything else there's a problem. Radiator's fine. There's literally nothing else I don't think that needs to get fixed on it so far, except the paint. But I'm not going to bother painting until after harvest, I don't think, or at least after seeding, because we're just going to use it and run it back into the ground. So I don't think there's any point painting it now when we're just going to have to repaint it again in a week or two. So I'm going to leave it as it is for now. However, that's all done. That's ready. So I think for now, let's lock up the shop and let's head down to the John Deere dealership and see what they've got for us. So I'm going to take this just so we can start, you know, getting it on the roads. Ooh, I've done it again. Again. There we go. So we'll get that done. Let me quickly go and run, shut this door, and then we'll see what kind of gravity wagons they have, and then maybe they might even have our jewels there. So I'm hoping it will be everything sorted, dream come true. So let's get going, and hopefully we'll run into a bit of luck, because I feel like the last couple of days we haven't had the best luck, have we? When we think about it, we got done with a truck that was a bit too slow. which is, I mean, that was kind of our fault. We took a really old truck, but the seeds, we all know how the seeds went, and I don't think it's an acceptable excuse for me to say I'm bad at it, because by the amount I've played Farm Sim, I probably should be good at it, but that's not the point we're getting at here. But let's get to the shot and we'll see what happens. Catch you guys in a minute. Alrighty, that's us here, and I just saw this J&M at the front, and oh boy, that's our Cedar, isn't it? That definitely looks better than I thought it would. It's looking good. I like it. Definitely looking good. However, I probably shouldn't park here actually. That J&M we're definitely going to come and have a look at. We might have a chat to Terry about. Oh, don't crash. Let me just park up along here. Just park here out the way. Right. That's that. So, let's go have a little look at this J&M car, because if I remember rightly, there's one round the back. But I think this might be a different one, because it definitely, I mean, it definitely looks better. So I feel like it might be a different one. Let's go and have a look. No, so it's definitely, it's the same model, but I mean, looking at the tyres, maybe we just got like a newer version of it out the front. But I think we're definitely going to look at buying that one. I think that'll be quite a good one. Looking at it, it looks good, so I'm not going to complain. Let's go and have a look. It's got the tarp on it. That's an added bonus. So if we're travelling, what do you say here? To avoid injury or machine damage, transport locks must be engaged during transport and when maintenance forms. Excessive speed hazard. Do not exceed 20 miles per hour. Okay. Right. I mean, I'm going to guess that's so it doesn't fall apart. I'm not sure, but I think this might work perfect with the Ford, if I'm honest. It's got a long hitch so that we can turn. We've got a good turning angle anyway because of the roll bed on it. So I think we might just have a look at it. Yeah, we'll have a little look at it. And then also our Cedar around here, I'm guessing they're waiting for their driver to turn up to work, but it's all loaded and ready to go. So I'm going to assume they're only just waiting on someone. That's my hope. I'm hoping so. And then we can get into the field later. It's definitely going to need a bit of touch up, I think, once we get it. But once we finish seeding, then we can look at kind of a late spring project of it, which might be interesting. So let's head inside to Terry. I'll have a quick look on the tablet, see if there's anything else I want to buy, and then we can get sorted and get heading back. So I'll catch you guys in a second. Alright, so there we have it. We've actually went and brought quite a bit of equipment for these animals. I definitely think we're going to do it. So I'm going to drive round to the back now, but it ends up I've been able to find a baler, a windrower, and also a mower, all for reasonable cost. And we're also going to get the gravity wagon. So it's kind of going to be part trade-in, part buy. So because we kind of brought multiple items, we've got the J&M, so we're going to take that back as well. That's now ours. I think we might do a bit of paint to either that or the truck. Obviously, the Cedar still needs to get brought anyway. They're still doing that as it is. However, this is going to be our new set of equipment. So, as you can see, we've got a Frontier WR5417 or 5470, however you want to say it, windrower. It looks like it's going to be quite handy actually. It's definitely been used. He said all this equipment's used except the baler. Baler's brand new. However, the mower and the windrower, they use their second hands. So then we've got a kind of bush hogger mower. It's going to be quite, I think it's just under 7 meters wide, so that's going to be perfect. And then our baler is going to be able to produce 8,000 litre bales, which I think it definitely sounds like a lot, don't get me wrong. but I think it's going to make stuff a lot easier for us, because then we're not having to worry about, you know, loads of bales. It just means that we can transport them a little bit easier, which I'm all happy for. So I'm going to quickly get this loaded, and then we can get back to the farm. Right, that's us finally loaded. It's taken a lot of messing around, so it ends up the truck driver was going to turn up at around 1 o'clock anyway. So we thought either way, his first load's to our yard, and we need to get all this equipment back one way or another. So it ends up the baler and the windrower didn't actually fit on our trailer. They were just too big. They could not fit. They would have just been leaning off the leaning on the side, not even off the edges, literally on the side of it. The tires were that wide, so we've had to put them on there. However, the planter did fit on here, so what we've done is we've been able to get the planter on here, so that's a bonus. So we'll take the planter back and the mower. Hopefully it's not too heavy for the truck. I'm hoping we don't get slowed down too much, and then at 1 o'clock that equipment's going to come, so at least we can start cutting the fields while that does it. However, we did hear about a bit of land that might be for sale, and as you can see here, this is our farm here. We can't go for this one because otherwise we'd have to buy all that land there, which I don't really want to do. So I got told by one of the guys here that there's a couple bits of land for sale. One of them being this little area here, just kind of near field 3. But then there's also this bit of land down here. So I might consider it, because then it's literally straight down the road from the yard. Yeah, it might take a bit more time to get to it, but to me, it should be worth it, hopefully. So I think once we get back to the farm, we might go and check them out, and if we think we want to buy them, all I got told to do is just call up the kind of real estate person in the area, and then they can get it all sorted for us. So what we'll do is, let's get equipment back, and then we should be good to go. Join me in a time lapse, guys. We'll give the truck driver a camera as well, and then we might be able to get a good couple scenes out of them as well, and I'll catch you back at the farm, guys. Okay guys, that's us finally back at the farm here. So, what I think we'll do is, let's get the big tractor out. Now that it's ready, we'll get that straight on the seeder, and then all we gotta do is just refill that as we head to the field. I think that's probably our best bet. We'll get that sorted now, and then we'll get the little tractor out, and then that can go and start putting all the smaller implements away. Just because of its size, I feel that's going to be better just to get into like the tighter angles for it all. Because let's have a look at the weather forecast here. So we're not going to have rain today. We are going to have good drying temperatures, so maybe we could get it in quite late. Yeah, maybe we'll do it. We can dry today, I think. So maybe we might go and get in the field today, because we've got a couple of days for soybeans. So I might put this in the shed and we'll get started on the planting tomorrow. Yeah. Next episode we'll get planting, and then that should be us sorted, I think. Right, let's get this off then. We'll get this in the main shed so it's ready to go for us. Oh, is that enough? That'll be good enough. Definitely a bit wobbly. Oh, need to bring that this way a little bit. I think we might have to go and use this side door as well today. Yeah, that's a shame. Right, well, either way, let's plop that here for a second, and then we'll run around, get the door open, and we'll get parked inside. Yeah, that tractor will be pretty good for ploughing actually, and baling. I definitely think that'll be good for baling that tractor. So we'll give that a good go with it. Right, let's park this up inside. We'll reverse that back a bit so that we can still get the other one out. Right. Finally, we're sorted and we can get the rest unloaded. It's the only thing about equipment in sheds is just it takes so much longer to get everything loaded and unloaded, doesn't it? And then we're going to have to get the forklift out to get rid of the mower, but we'll do that last, I think. Then this truck driver can kind of get back on his way. Right, let's bring that around here, and then I'm going to quickly go and open the shed up before I start pushing back. And pushing back? I'm not doing it. We don't do planes just yet. Right, let's try and get this back into that shed there. So maybe we could do it like all the grass equipment on the right, maybe. We'll try and like, if we need to, we can fit the seeder in the other room, really, in that other shed. So like, this gets used the least, so we should probably tuck it as into this corner as we can. I feel like that corner might be best, but then, or actually no, we'll put, the baler's probably got an easier turning angle, so maybe that will be better in that corner. So we'll try and bring that back in there. Because we're not going to be able to windrow or bale till it dries, so realistically all we need out at the moment is the mower. So we may as well get these put away for now, so at least they're just out of the way. And we can come and grab them as we need them. Because you never know, we might need another. We are going to need a front loader of some sort, and I've just realised. Darn it. I'm just going to need a little front loader to load all the bales up. But then actually we could get something that's going to run the baler. So we could get a little front loader which does all the animals, all the bales. That actually runs one of these bits of kit. Maybe we could get it running the baler alongside the windrower. That's a good idea thinking about that. Maybe we'll do that. Right, that's... Oh, can we do it? This one you can't see like above, you can only see like around the sides, and because of how big it is, it's a little bit harder to get put away. We can move those along and actually fit the cedar in there thinking about it. Because the ripper don't fit in here, so there's no point trying to get that in here. There's no point planning space for that. But these bits of equipment, we know fit. So that's them done. Now all we need to do is just go get the forklift out, and then we can get the mower off. So, let's do that. So they're all done anyway. Let's get the semi-driver going. He can head back to the farm, and then they'll be good to go. So, I'll catch you guys in a second. Right, there we go. Let's pull that back. Right, that's all off now. Let's get... You know what? Let's go and have a look at the fields. We may as well take the tractor down with us anyway. And then, we'll see if we want to buy it. So, let's quickly scroll this back around. Right, that's all sorted there. And guys, while we drive down if you've been enjoying the content recently, make sure you drop a like on this video. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying it. If you guys are enjoying a specific episode and a certain thing I do in that episode, just let me know in the comments. Say, oh yeah, I really enjoyed that, just because then I know what you guys are liking and I can kind of build my content a bit more around what you guys are enjoying, because especially in the starting stage, every little bit helps, and the more feedback you guys give me, the more I can do, and it means the better I can do for you guys. So just let me know, and if you haven't already, just make sure you're subscribed as well. That's always going to help us, and the more likes we get, the more people can see it, and the more we get to meet, you know, the more we get to do. So let me know what you guys think. But let's head down. I think let's head down to, we're not going to head there. If we head down to, not that bit there, we'll head to this area first. Hopefully it's not full of trees. If it's kind of quite an open field, we might be able to get a good bit of land and kind of a good amount of bales out of this. Let's go and have a quick look. Alright guys, I think we're here. I think this is going to be someone's house, which isn't very ideal. Driving a tractor up to someone's house, but there's just too many trees here. Yeah, this is someone's house. I better get out of here actually. A nice little pond in here actually though, hasn't it? But yeah, this isn't very practical, I don't think. So this one's a no. So we're going to have to pop down to this one. And fingers crossed, it's just what we need. So let's get going. Alright guys, I think that's us here. Oh, button. But how much is this land? It says 84 grand, but there's a lot of grass. And I'm going to assume this all stays intact. I don't mind them still staying here, so, or if not, maybe we'll rent it out to people. That might be an idea. And all we'll do is we'll just have the track going down here out to this big grass field here. I think that might be the best idea, unless maybe we make this our animal area and animals, put all our animals here maybe, but then I would like them nearer the farm. So I think maybe what we could do is use one shed just to store our equipment in, and then they can use the rest because we don't need anything else. This would be more than enough to store the bits we need in here. So I feel like we may as well use it, to be honest. It's loads of grass that we're going to be able to, you know, cut up. So I think this is more than enough, to be honest. Probably excess, if anything. I wish we could have owned that bit of land there and just used that, but unfortunately we can't. So I can't see anywhere else which would be more useful, because there you're getting so much more land, so much more expensive. And all of these along the side here were connected to other fields. And obviously that one there full of trees. So I can't see anywhere else that would be worth owning. I feel like here's the best area. So you know what? Let's buy this. This is now officially ours, guys. This is all our land now. We can park all our mowing and windrow equipment in here, and then we'll be good to go. But guys, I think we're going to call that an episode there, and next episode we're going to get cutting, get the bales ready, and then hopefully maybe even get in the fields. But we'll see what happens. But that's going to be all from me today, guys. Hope you've all had a good day. Hope you've all enjoyed the episode. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.